Welcome to another episode, everyone. As we know by now, the Los Angeles County Jail is replete with utter gang violence, and sometimes the non-affiliates go through complete hell. They are beaten up, pitted against one another, and oftentimes these individuals are robbed in the Los Angeles County Jail. And here we have a situation where the Bloods teamed up together. The Swans, the Inglewood families, the Rolling 20 Bloods, and robbed all of the non-affiliates inside of the dorm. They were making them divest themselves of their worldly goods. Man, this is nasty work. Check this out.
No, they don't let you take green bags in there. They don't let you.
This dude here is, I forgot I said his name the other day, 887 something. I'll look and see, but he's not even on YouTube anymore. Matter of fact, let me just look and see so I can give him his credit regardless, though. Sinatra, 887 Sinatra. That's the name of this guy.
You take green bags to the Bronco dorm, and that's where I'm going. I'm going to the Bronco dorm, man. Looking like a Denver Bronco, bruh. So you can't take your green bags. You can't take nothing. This is like the baby hole. So I'm on a 700 floor. So all the fuck ups from the 700 floor goes to the Bronco dorm. You feel me? This is where all the fuck ups go. So I gotta put all my commissary and everything inside of a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Bam. So I'm stuffing all my stuff in the shirt. So bam. They got me sitting in the day room for a minute. Sitting up in there. They get me in the Bronco dorm. When I walk in, I got my little bedroll right here. I got my commissary in my shirt like this, so when I'm walking in, it's dark. It's at night. You know what I'm saying? I'm going up in there like 11 something at night because they had me in the day room for a minute. So as I'm walking in, all I see is like eyes. It's dark. It's hella dark. So I'm a floor sleeper. So they got me under the stairs. Bam. So I got my bedroll, I got my mat and all that. I gotta sleep on my store, like as my pillow. Bam. All I hear is whispers. Like, hey, where you from? Like, where you from? Like, where you from, bro? I don't fuck around. No, it's just a lot of that. It's a whole lot of where you from's. And you just seeing eyes and hearing whispers and shit like that. Bam. Next morning, I wake up. So the next morning is when I get a bump. Because in the Bronco dorm, people get released every day. So when they get released, I get a bump. I get a bump. Mind you, this is a Wednesday night when I go to the Bronco dorm, because our store was Wednesday for Thursday. So I got Stowe coming, right? Here we go, right here. That's when the story starts. So I got Stowe coming. I got my commissary at my bed that I came with. That's at the bed. You feel me? But while I was still in 712, I had ordered a store. You know what I'm saying? So everybody chilling. I ran into one of my boys. Now, the Bronco dorm was an all blood dorm. I never in my life been around that many bloods. At that point in my life, I never been around that many bloods, bro. So I don't know what the fuck is.
Well, I have, because when you're doing time, you're gonna run into those sort of situations where you have Crip dorms, you have blood dorms, blood modules, Crip modules. If you're in the county jail, if you're in Wayside, this is where he's at in Wayside. He was on the 7,000 floor. You have different, you have a neighborhood Crip dorms, you have Hoover dorms, etc. You have different factions that have different dorms. And if you wander into one of these dorms and you are not from that faction that is dominating that dorm, then the chances are you're going to be in a world of trouble. Particularly if you are an enemy in opposition to one of these gangs inside of one of these dorms. But even if you are a non-affiliate, oftentimes these individuals will take advantage of you if you're not a member and you're in one of their dorms.
Going on, like, I don't know, bro. I never been around them like that. So, you know, up in there, I run into one of my boys. I went to elementary with him, Thuggy B from BPS. Anybody know Thuggy B? You know what I'm saying? Send him the video. Anybody know Hershey, Baby Demon? Send him the video though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them niggas. But, bam. So we chopping it a little bit and shit like that. Everything straight. Now, Stoke come. Commissary is at the bars. You feel me? So I'm looking at how they doing it like, oh, these niggas is raw. They hella raw. Bruh. Man. Yeah. It's a bad day for the non-affiliates, bruh. It was a terrible day for the non-affiliates, man. It wasn't good. You feel me? It wasn't good for the non-affiliates I'm talking about. Bruh, they pulling in short little bags through the bars. You know, the bars like that wide. So they shimmying they stuff through the door. They don't expect to be here. Man. The Damu niggas went and took they shit. I seen this happen to like 6 niggas. You know what I'm saying? So now, my store ain't came yet. My store ain't came yet. I ain't gonna lie. I only been in jail.
And what do you mean? They came and took canteen commissary from 6 individuals. These 6 individuals, neither one of them stood up and said, no, you're not going to divest me of my worldly goods. I'm going to hold on to this and give you this instead and go upside one of their heads. I understand that this is their dorm and that they are very deep in there, but he said 6 non-affiliates. That's 6 individuals right there that could go up against the crew. Everyone unify, team up together and say, we're not giving up anything. Let's go up. And, anything but just give up your stuff, your goods. That's how they just all handed it over. These dudes wasn't going to stab them or nothing. They might have tried to whoop on them though, but can you fight? Can you defend yourself? You don't have to be a gang member in order to do that. That's how 6 people got robbed. That's crazy.
About 2 months at this time. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm kind of like, man, they about to try me. They about to try me. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, I'm watching as I'm sitting there. I'm watching. Oh, he just got his took. Like I'm up there like, oh my lord.
Your big ass neck.
This is happening, man. This is going on, bruh. This is what you hear about, man. Like I'm just sitting there, just like, man. They call my name. Like I said, the day prior, I don't know I'm about to get rolled up, so I fill out my store sheet like regular. Hey, man. So I'm pulling 2 store bags up in there. I got all my chips in the first bag, and I got everything else in the other bag. The soups, the sausages, cheese squeeze, refi, beans, pork cracklings, and all that. Everything, my soap, everything is in this other bag. The first bag.
Your big ass got everything. Pork crackling. Now, I reacted to this guy, 887 Sinatra, the other day, where he got packed out by a Compton Crip and a dude from Bonnie Hunter. Creamed him up in there in the dorm. He had another situation where he was in the Slauson swap meet, and the dude from 60 snatched his chain. He chased the dude down. He claims he beat the dude down. Then he ended up going to the county jail and being in the wayside with one of the dudes that was there from 60 that snatched his chain. Nothing came of that. And now he's in this situation. But he was acting kind of tough in that video I reacted to at first, where the dudes packed him out. Dude tried to give him a suit for a half-done haircut. He didn't want to accept it. He later admitted that he was wrong, and they had to end up creaming him up in there. But you can see his sort of posture, his demeanor. I would not necessarily know that he was not A member.
It's the chips. Just a big bag of chips. Hey, homie. So I'm shimmying the first one through. They got him tied in a knot. So I'm getting this one through. That was harder to get the other one through because it's all the soups. You gotta put everything, adjust it all. Now I got them both over my shoulder. Bruh, this is the walk. This walk back to my bunk determines everything. The walk back to my bunk was everything, bruh. I'm walking back just looking like
it's nothing.
Hey, it ain't hard. It's like, look, bruh.
Yeah, what the hell? Now walk back to your bunk is a simple one. Walk back. And if anyone starts approaching, drop your bags and then drop him. What the hell is wrong with y'all?
Look, bro, I ain't no punk. That's all I know. I ain't no punk. I'm just walking back.
Okay.
Walking back.
Killer.
Because I'm waiting on, I get to my bunk.
All right,
I'm situating through my stuff. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no green bag, so I gotta leave it like where it is. But I'm going through, make sure everything right. Looking at my little receipt and all that. Okay, everything. They didn't put this on there. Dang, I needed that. I'm going through it like that. I'm waiting on somebody to come up to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm on high alert. I'm not gonna say what I would have did, but I know I would have been fighting, bro. Because the way I seen them other non-affiliates going out wasn't happening, bro. No. I don't give a fuck. It was. They were just taking their stuff, right? And all you'll see was like, man, I saw a couple of dudes though, like just pleading, like, please, bro, like, please, give me my stuff back. Like, come on, man.
So you wouldn't have did that. You wouldn't have been saying, please give me my stuff back. You just would have gave it to them and accepted it. What the hell? Because if they're deep enough to where they're taking 6 individual stuff and 6 individuals are giving it up, you being number 7, you being another one, ain't gonna make much of a difference. The other 6 are nullified. They're not about to help you. They cowards. They just gave up their stuff. You're on your own. And it's still all of them bloods in there. Well, he says, yet if they would have approached him, it would have been a different story. I'm sure he would have got down for his, but they still would have got them soups.
Like, please, bro. I'm sitting right there, like, I'm still waiting, like, I got everything situated. I'm just sitting there, though, bro. I ain't going back to the day room. I ain't fucking around at this time. I'm sitting there just like, nothing ever happened. So I remember my release day coming, and like I said, from that walk from the bars to my bed with my store, and nothing happened, that determined how this jail trip was going to go. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was only in jail for about 2 months at the time. So that was the big determination. Like, if I'm supposed to just be a victim up in here, or if I'm going to hold my own. I walked from the bars to my bed, no problem, bro. Bam. But I'm still feeling like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at the dudes they was taking shit from. It's just like, man, though, like, hey, y'all gotta like, when you in Rome, you gotta do as the Romans do, bruh. I'm not saying that I'm supposed to jack people and stuff like that, but you gotta work out. You gotta, show to show. Like, look, bruh. Like I said, my walk back to the bunk, I wasn't mad dogging. Like I wasn't looking at nigga. I wasn't, but it was a look like I'm down for mine. I got my little bags over my shoulder, like, bruh, straight to old school. I'm down for mine, bruh. I'm down for mine. No, bruh, straight up. They respected that. This is where the respect comes from. My release date, I hit mom's early in the morning. You only can use the phone at 6 in the morning. So, yeah, I'm about to get released. I'm about to go to another dorm. She's like, all right, just call me when you get settled in. Everything, the store coming, all that. I'm like, man, everything good. Bam. Man, I'm about to leave. This is where the respect shifted. It shifted from like, oh, he a non-affiliate to, all right, Like, he's serious though, bro. You know, like I said, I told the story. SA get off on my bunkie. You know, my bunkie. SA just come in. My bunkie bed. He was a weirdo, bro. Bro used to have his bed just weird. So SA thinking that's an empty bed. So the Mexican making up the bed. My bunkie like, man, what the fuck? Like, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? So I go over there and intervene, like, man, what's going on, man? He's like, man, this is my fucking bed. He making him. I said, man, his name was Shody from Baton Rouge. I'm like, man, calm down, bro. Like, chill out, bro. So I'm talking to the Mexican now, like, bro, like, you know, this is bad. He said, oh, it's cool, black, like, you know, he just gotta show some fucking. Damn, he get off on him, right? He get off on Shody. We're in the middle of 1A and 2A. Way back by the showers, though. I get off on the Mexican. Bam, sink him all up in the middle of the bed, though, bro. Like, bam, like, though. So, I'm getting rushed now by Mexicans. So, I'm in the middle of the alley. Fools don't even know it's a riot going on, bro. They don't even know. This is how quiet this shit is going on. And the only way, like, if you've been in riot, you know how the riot is going on because of the feet. You hear that, so you get alert. So when he get up on Shody, I get off on him. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta get out of the alleyway. Now I gotta go like I'm flying this shit though. They're attacking me down the whole tier. I'm trying to back up. That's when like the other blacks got wind. It's going up in here, bro. We fucked them up though, bro. I ain't gonna lie though, bro, because it was a lot of hard-headed ass black niggas up in there. It was a lot of hard-headed black niggas up in there. So, like I said, this is all the fuck up from the whole 700 floor. So, with that being said, we our numbers were correct, and we fucked them up. So this is where the respect go from him being a non-affiliate to, hey, bro, this nigga's a soldier, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? I followed the protocol. I didn't wait. I didn't hesitate. I didn't do none of that. When he got off on Shody, I got off on him. And this 887 Sinatra the Bastille West Turn, baby.
Okay, what he just said. Sinatra the babies. Shout out to that individual. Hope he's okay. Again, hasn't been on YouTube in some time. Good story. He went all into another situation where he was just explaining why the blacks ended up respecting him and, you know, perhaps not robbing him, or as he said, it went from just, oh, he's a cool non-affiliate to, oh no, he's with us. He's a soldier, because he got off when the Mexican got off on his bunkie. But there you have it. So, you know, he survived the situation. 6 individuals in the dorm did not survive. The Bloods got together. He said here in his title, Inglewood families, BPSs, Rolling 20s, and the Swans jacked the non-affiliates. So he said it was all of those notorious blood sets that got together, and they were all in that dorm, and they were already in the dorm for mismanageables, if you will, for individuals who were recalcitrant. So you know, I've been in these situations, in these sort of dorms, buildings, modules, where you're all on C status, or whatever. Everyone in there is supposedly the worst of the worst, because not only are you in prison or in the county jail, you can't even survive in the general population there without getting yourself in some trouble. So they send you to a jail inside of the jail, where everyone in there has a lot of energy for the negative. That's a combustible situation. So I can imagine all of the Bloods in there being headstrong and willful and robbing individuals like that. All of these individuals are, you know, kicked out of their dorm, then came to this one dorm together, converged, and then started robbing the non-affiliates, man. But, you know, regardless of whether you are affiliated or not, as a man, you just have to stand up for yourself. That's it at the end of the day. I know it's hard, particularly if you have a lot of individuals coming at you. But once you do something like that, once you give up your stuff, it's over. And really, there's no limit to what they're trying to do next, because you give people an inch, they'll take a mile, you know. So it's like, if you give them that, what else are you willing to do? Is how some individuals would look at it. So that's why you have to nip it in the bud right then and there. Anytime anyone tries you, you got to just handle it. And then they won't try you again for the most part. Shout out to that individual. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're not an affiliate, stay out of jail. If you're a human being, stay out of jail. Stay out of the county jail. The Los Angeles County Jail. It's all bad, but stay out of any sort of incarceration. We as humans were not made to be caged. Stay safe and stay free, people.